When the weather turns cooler, I love to make soup, but occasionally I really like to make a good, smarter choice soup, and that's where my vegetarian Zoodle soup comes into play. Now what we've done is we've already preheated our stock pot on top of this cooktop, and I'll add to that some oil. Now in goes some minced garlic, 3 cloves of minced garlic. You can start to hear that sizzle. And then what we call mirepoix. Mirepoix is a term that refers to carrots, onions, and celery, the base for most soups and stews. Hear that sizzle? That's nice. Get our onion in there. And finally the carrots. Now what you want to do here is give this a stir. Do this over medium heat so that garlic doesn't burn. And you want to keep this up until your onions are translucent. Onions that are turned translucent are usually ones that turn a little glossy and shiny. I heard a chef one time on television say that vegetables are a lot like people. When you steam them up, they get all sweaty and they start to smell. But in this case, they smell really, really good. This is the base for so many soups and stews, and oh my word, it smells just perfect. Now what we're going to do is add vegetable broth. Remember I told you this was a completely vegetarian soup? So we're going to add in our vegetable broth, and then we're going to add in some seasonings. I've got some Italian seasoning, some coarse cracked black pepper, and some salt. Now what we're going to do is get this into the pot, give it a stir, turn our heat up, bring this to a boil, because what you want to have happen here is have the carrots get tender enough to where you can pierce them with a fork. So we brought the soup to a boil. Now I've turned the heat back down. Those carrots are nice and tender, and we're ready for the final ingredient. Now this is a big supermarket shortcut. Now if you've got a spiralizer in your house and can grab some fresh zucchini from the market, you can do your own Zoodles, spiralized zucchini. But you can also buy it pre-spiralized in the supermarket, which makes it quick and easy. Now, these are gonna go into that warm simmering broth, but they only need to cook about 2 to 3 minutes because they're very, very thin, and they'll warm up and come to temperature pretty quickly. Beautiful. And you know what's also nice about these Zoodles, if you ever want to substitute this for pasta, you can also serve these with red sauce or your favorite meatballs, whatever you like. What we're gonna do is get this stirred in, let this simmer down for about 2 or 3 minutes, get this into bowls, maybe serve it with some warm crusty bread, and you got a delicious vegetarian soup for all those cold, cold days.